Okay, so like it's been 8 years since we got attacked, September 11th. And those fucktard conspiracy theorists are still at it. And they're never going to stop because they're stupid. Because of asshole dipshits like David Icke and, I keep having a problem fucking remembering this dipshit's name. He is the ultimate American yellow journalist. Oh, God. And, anybody out there old enough to remember what that means is surprised I know what yellow journalism is. Um, but he's the epitome, man. What the fuck is his name? Alex Jones, the epitome of yellow journalism in America. This dude's a dumbass. He's a conspiracy theorist, you know. And then you got those fucking loose change motherfuckers. I've seen interviews with this guy. They you go into this dude's house, right? NBC or some fucking station went and interviewed this guy. And you go into his house, you go into his area where he does all this video editing. He's got all this really cool fucking video um, processing shit, fucking soundboard, all that stuff. Uh, and a picture on the wall of Jesus Christ that says Employee of the Month. Um, yeah, that rang bells the second I saw it. And it's like ding, 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 fundamentalist dipshit, willing to believe any crackpot story you tell them. Anything you tell these people, they will believe, except the truth, except facts. These people will not believe in facts because they are a product of science and a product of Satan. And yeah, they're I'm not sure which is the more dangerous, the fundamentalist Christian or the conspiracy theorist. But I've got a very, very bad feeling that for the most part they're one and the same. You know, if you'd be willing to believe a bullshit story like what's in the Bible, then you're more than willing to believe in the Illuminati and the New World Order and all this bullshit. The American government had nothing to do with 9/11, but I will say this: they used it. They used it for all they could get out of it. I am not going to deny that. They used it to justify fucking a war that never should have taken place. Um, yes, we should have taken him out, but it would have been easier to send in an assassination team than it would have to start a big old fucking war, you know? But they say we're not allowed to kill or send out, there's some kind of law somewhere says we can't go and kill the leaders of other countries. There was a little loophole in that law, and that's if they were a military target. And you see, Saddam Hussein always wore a military uniform, making him a military target. Under the loophole, we could have sent in an assassination team and never did. So, um, yeah, a surgical strike would have been a whole lot better against Saddam Hussein, but 9/11 justified our war. It's like, come to find out that most of the stuff they gave a reason for going in there just wasn't there. There was no weapons of mass destruction or anything like that, as we've come to find out. So, yeah. They built 9/11 for all they could get, but they did not know that it was going to happen. Specifically, see, 3 weeks previous, bin Laden, a Muslim, issued a threat. Because I just got done watching. This is something the conspiracy theorists don't tell you. One, they never ever mention the 93 bombing. Never have I seen in any conspiracy theory video a mention of the fucking 93 bombing in the parking lot of the World Trade Center. And you never hear them mention the fact that bin Laden specifically issued a threat 3 weeks or 3 months in advance, um, which is according, by the way, to Sharia law, um, that there would be an attack on the United States interest. You know, um, we knew something was going to happen. We just didn't know what. If anybody was paying attention and anybody knew anything about uh, Muslims and how they operate during war, they have to issue a threat. They have to warn the person, do this or we're going to do that. You know, that's the law. That's the one thing that is honorable about the Muslims. If they're true Muslims, they first issue a threat. And Saddam Hussein, or not Saddam Hussein, but Osama bin Laden issued a threat 3 months or 3 weeks prior to the bombings on 9/11. So you never hear that discussed in a conspiracy theory thing. They just think the whole, they want to ignore certain facts and they want to twist other facts and into meaning something it's not supposed to mean. Like the bullshit about the 1960s, the idea to fly planes, and other stuff, and then that plane that was landed by remote control and all that stuff that had absolutely the landing of that plane by remote control had nothing to do with national security for the first thing. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it wasn't national security. And I'm not really sure the government had a lot to do with that. Well, it might have done some funding of the research, but yeah. They just connect dots that aren't connectable, except in their delusional little minds. And it fascinates me how many people actually still believe this shit. Um, First of all, the World Trade Center, its construction was revolutionary for its time. It's it wasn't built in the same way other skyscrapers at the time were built. Um, and people make the assumption, well, no other building that's been blah 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 burned for that long and it didn't fall down. Well, there are reasons for it not having fallen down. Um, and that's due to the construction. This was a very unique type of building. And they don't mention that in any conspiracy theory video either. They make no mention of the uniqueness of the buildings and what made them so special. Um, they just leave so much out, they warp so much, and then they outright lie about shit. This was not a false flag operation. This was a bunch of freaky Muslims who got their shit wrong and decided to fucking fly some planes into a building. How can a man, they ask, how can a man living in a cave pull something like this off? Well, I'm sure General Patton and General MacArthur during World War II ran that war from place. Well, I know Patton at times because he loved to be out, in the thick of it, leading the battle, probably commanded tens of thousands of people from nothing more than a hole in the ground. So, yeah, how can that be done? Oh, yeah, it's real easy. Okay, just if you have the men under you, it's real easy to command them from anywhere on Earth. Anywhere on the planet, period, if you need to do it. And this man was incredibly wealthy. I mean, he was one of in the top 50 of the richest men in the world. So, yeah. Um, your conspiracy theory bullshit just doesn't stand up. It doesn't make sense. Um, I think just watch an interview with the guy that created Loose Change. You just got to know this guy's a fundamentalist Christian who harbors homosexual tendencies. This guy has gay thoughts. I can tell. I just know it. So, yeah, that's all I can say. That's my opinion of him anyway. I don't know if it's true, but he looks like he, has gay thoughts. And one of his friends that he hangs out with is definitely gay, but that's beside the point. Anyway, this is my 9/11 commentary fucking thing. Yeah. Anyway, everybody have a nice day.